आप सभी का बहुत स्वागत है हमारे इस खास पेशकश में।
PhD Chamber organized a post-budget interactive session to understand the implications of the Union Budget 2015. The event was marked by Revenue Secretary Shakti Kanta Das, where he, along with other dignitaries, inaugurated the event. The panel discussion led by CNBC Awaz's Priyanka Sambhav shed a light on the overall boost that is expected in the manufacturing and services sector under the new tax regime. The debate also highlighted the overall growth and development that is to take India forward in the coming years. Here are the highlights.
At the macroeconomic level, we have concentrated on the more of fiscal transfers, more of resource transfers to the states. 42% will be the devolution under the 14th Finance Commission, and that will enable the states to design their own plan schemes and spend more. So there is more flexibility, more empowerment ensured for the states. The other macroeconomic major issue in the macroeconomic front is relating to the taxation. Taxation, GST, already the government has introduced the Constitution Amendment Bill, and we are moving towards implementing it from next year. The various preparatory measures are being taken for that. And the other major decision is corporate tax reduction over a period of time of 4 years from 30% to 25%. I understand that your chamber has large number of MSME members also. This is one decision which I would like to emphasize and stress, which is really going to benefit the MSME units. When we say that our corporate tax rate is 30%, but the effective rate of collection is 23%, that is because of large number of exemptions which are currently available for industries, and most of these exemptions are linked to investment, linked to additional capital expenditure, and because of resource availability, usually it's the large industrial houses, big corporates, which really spend more in capital expenditure, spend more in modernization, and they are able to avail these various benefits of exemption. The MSMEs are not really in that, they do not have that kind of cash surplus, so they do not invest so much in capital expenditure. Existing units, I am talking about existing units, spending more on capital, more on modernization of plant and equipments, they are not able to spend much. This is a general observation I am making. I'm not going into the statistical details of it. So when the corporate tax gets reduced from 30% to 25%, the MSMEs who are currently not in a position to avail the various kinds of exemptions will benefit greatly. So this is one point which I would like to highlight in our interactive session with the PSD chamber. At another level, at one level the government was focusing on certain macroeconomic decisions which should facilitate growth and create more jobs. At another level, what some experts like to call bottom of the pyramid, the government has tackled issues like providing additional measures for social security, the insurance scheme, the pension scheme, the new pension scheme, which is getting strengthened because of the additional 50,000 rupees reduction which has been given for investment for putting money in NPS. That also is being done. So we want our social security net and our pension network also to cover as many people as possible. Summing up, the overall philosophy of the budget has been growth and job creation.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request CBDT Chairperson, Mr. Anita Kapoor, to just talk us and take us through and make us understand the kind of steps which has been taken on the direct tax front.
Direct tax proposals are basically targeted to achieve what was the underlying message, that is growth, investment, job creation. And added to that was another goal that we had to reduce scope for litigation. So you clean up some provisions which were becoming litigation prone, as also to put in place mechanisms so that the disputes which arise can be disposed of early or at a lower compliance cost. We are trying to get more money for investment. We were told that alternate investment funds need a pass-through status so that you can get investors into these pooling vehicles so that the money becomes available for new ventures. And they were reluctant because if they don't, AIFs don't have pass-through, then there is a tax cost being attached to certain funds which have a different tax treatment or which are tax-exempt entities like pension funds or charitable organizations, etc. We have 22 crore PAN holders, but the people filing returns are only less than 4 crores. And we are being told time and again that our tax base is not of the kind that a developing country and a growing economy like India should have. So we have to strengthen our mechanism to enforce compliance, though we know we are being charged time and again of tax terrorism. But one also needs to appreciate that tax terrorism is also partly an outcome of our commitment to enforce compliance.
The mantra is not tax terrorism but tax compliance, and you have a daunting task here because अगर मैम खुद बता रही हैं कि 22 करोड़ पैन होल्डर्स हैं और केवल 4 करोड़ लोग हैं जो रिटर्न फाइल करते हैं, तो जाहिर तौर पर इनका जॉब बहुत ही मुश्किल रहने वाला है आने वाले समय में. मेरे साथ CBSE चेयरपर्सन कौशल श्रीवास्तव जी भी है. मिस्टर श्रीवास्तव, इस बजट से आप क्या बताना चाहते हैं, इंडस्ट्री को क्या भरोसा दिलाना चाहते हैं?
Our main objective this year have been primarily twofold. One, to encourage local manufacturing, domestic value addition, which in turn impacts job creation and carries forward the Make in India campaign. So towards this end, we have taken various measures on the customs and central excise side.